Yep, testing, testing. Yep, appreciate the patience, everyone, for the technical hiccups and loading the slides. So, thankfully, we are back up online. So, appreciate patience from everyone. Yeah, so without further ado, let's commence with the updates from uh, the recent months. So, unfortunately, security and concerns have been quite pressing thing for industry. Unfortunately, we've been seeing quite a few scams and exploits happening. We'll just run through briefly and maybe just some reminders and tips as well for everyone. Oh, hi, Afik Bike, nice to see you as well. Yeah, so unfortunately, there's been in our industry, there's always going to be bad actors around who are looking to exploit people, especially when there's a lot of new entrants in the space. Some of those that may have been a bit more notable and not so notable, we have, for example, like CoinZX from Mumbai, unfortunately, um, more of a social engineering and multi-level marketing scam as well. So I think it's always an important reminder for users as well. Whenever you meet a project that seems attractive or provides exciting returns, never hurts to take some time to do some research and dive deeper before just jumping in. No matter how attractive it seems, and often, unfortunately, like any other industry, there's no free lunch in the world. So always be skeptical and cautious when approaching projects. Never hurts to be a little bit more careful before jumping in. Um, of course, the other one has been around for quite a bit for the project for SafeMoon. I think some users might have already invested in it as well, or even made some money. But just because you make or lose money doesn't mean the project is legitimate or a scam. And unfortunately, for quite a long time, there was quite a lot of debate on project, and it's been going to trial. So I think just a unfortunate reminder for users before diving in to be a lot more careful. Never hurts to do that. Yeah. So I think for any crypto user, this is something that's been stealing the headlines for the past week or so. So unfortunately, one of the more established centralized exchanges in the space, Bybit, they got hit by quite a big exploit, and there was about $1.2 billion worth of ETH stolen from their wallets. So unfortunately, that caused a lot of panic as well. There was a lot of users who withdrew from the exchange, fearing they were solvent, and there were a lot of concerns about their wallet security as well. I think most of the users from the SafeMoon community should already be aware, but the multi-sig that Bybit was using for the ETH wallet was by Safe Wallet. It's nothing, or formerly known as Gnosis Safe. Um, Completely different from SafePal. We are a decentralized wallet suite. We have the EOA hardware wallet and software browser extension as well. Although we both have the safe name inside, completely different providers, and nothing to be concerned about for our offerings as well. Yeah, just to clarify, because we've been getting a few users that just wanted to check as well. But rest assured, not Safe Wallet is not the same as SafePal and completely different. You can go check out our website www.safepal.com, and for them would be known as Gnosis Safe, which is GNOSIS space SAFE. Yeah. So more importantly, there's been a lot of sharing about the causes of the exploit, and some of it was probably due to the blind signing functions or concerns around the front end or UI. But I think it's unfortunately, although the wallet provider is also a very respected provider in the space, I think it's also an unfortunate reminder for users to that it never hurts to split up your assets across different wallet addresses as well. So if unfortunately there is be it for any reason, uh, the access gets compromised to any wallet address, at least you don't lose all your assets. And always a very short reminder that nothing is foolproof in the industry, because both hackers and security providers are always looking to improve. And unfortunately, when bad actors get upper hand, sometimes that's just one of the unfortunate things that happens as well. So for the other exploit, I think it was a little bit overshadowed by the Bybit exploit, because everyone was the $1.5 billion loss was still sending shockwaves through the industry at that time. We had another unfortunate project that got hit, which is a stablecoin or rather a banking and card provider as well, Infini. So I believe it was their earn product that got hit, their smart contract, and they had about 50 million TVL at that time, and that was all drained, unfortunately. So just another unfortunate reminder that never put all your eggs in one basket, and you can never be too sure about the security of any product, unfortunately. And just want to reassure users that while our SafePower Banking Gateway, I guess one of the good things about that is for anyone who's curious, you can search up more information as well. Let me just type that out, which is www.safepower.com/bank. For anyone who's curious about our banking gateway and MasterCard, Master debit card that's linked to our banking accounts, you can search for more information. So the difference, as with most providers, is that we allow our users or empower users to own their own individually owned compliant bank accounts, and your assets are all self-custody on individual on-chain wallet addresses. So that means that all of the assets for all users will only be restricted to their own wallet address. So there won't be a single point of attack. Basically, the security leak for one user's wallet address won't affect the others. And it's all respective to the own security practice of each individual. So we won't meet that kind of circumstance. The second thing that I guess is also reassuring for other users is that unlike providers like Infini, where they have an earn product which allows users to lock in their assets into one smart contract, maybe to earn yield. We don't pool any user assets as well. It's all self-custody on-chain into individual wallet address, which you manage on your own as well. Yep. So for anyone who's curious, do check out our banking gateway. I think there was a tweet thread posted recently on Tuesday as well for anyone who's curious to learn about that. Let me just share the link in the comment tab as well. Just one moment. I'll just pop up the tweet thread just for anyone who's and I'll comment on the live stream as well right now. So, yeah, just for anyone who's curious about our banking gateway offerings. Yeah, so the next trend that I guess a lot of people have been talking about in the industry that doesn't necessarily pertain to security, but has also raised a lot of concerns, probably would be the Libra scandal. Basically, which is it was a meme coin on Solana that was that received a lot of attention because it was posted by the Argentinian president, and unfortunately there were a lot of not so legitimate practices ongoing in the background, and it was a whole big scandal that involved a lot of builders in the industry as well. So unfortunately, not a good look. Although I believe that there were definitely people involved that were innocent, and maybe people that were not so innocent. It's just another unfortunate reminder that I guess for in our industry, everyone's free to, for lack of better word, gamble or jump into shit coins or meme coins. But always make sure to manage your own risks. Never hurts to take some time to do a bit of research before jumping in. And no flag to pump.fund, of course. I think they found a very nice product market fit for people who are looking to launch meme coins. And of course, I believe part of our community also includes meme coin traders who like meme coins. But of course, it's a very volatile and very high octane and very, very risky industry. So especially for that vertical. So never hurts to definitely don't put all your life savings into meme coins or shit coins, for lack of better word. But yeah, just a very unfortunate reminder that there's a lot of insiders who do pump and dumps and exploit lesser known users. Very, very few people actually make money from that. So just go in knowing that it's almost like or even worse or equivalent to having, definitely don't go in expecting to make a fortune for everyone. Yeah, so I think that raises all the that covers most of the safety and security concerns for most of the month that everyone has been concerned about. Of course, for anyone who's looking to probably raise more security or safety concerns, just make sure there are a lot of impersonators or scammers out there in the space as well. I believe our support account also recently posted an update about impersonators in Telegram. So for anyone who's afraid or not so sure which is our official channel, it's pretty simple. Just make sure to visit our official sitemap, safepal.com/sitemap. So all our official social channels are listed there. And for anyone who's looking to reach out to our support team for assistance, just open a ticket via the contact customer support tab. It's a little bit more of a process to submit a ticket. We're aware, but why we do so is to make sure we protect each user's privacy and security when they submit a ticket. And of course, it prevents scammers from impersonating them, as opposed to those who provide maybe a live chat support or people who couldn't pretend to call you. Yeah, because that reduces the odds of social engineering happening. So I think with all the negative stuff out of the way, let's focus on sharing the improvements for the previous month. I think regardless of whether the market conditions have been negative or positive, the good thing about SafePal is that since 2018 we've continued to build consistently, and we've always focused on what users have been demanding or needing. So part of the focus for Wallet Suite, aside from interoperability, has always aside from security, has also been interoperability, and we're always looking to empower users to explore as many new ecosystems and networks as possible. So two of the networks that we recently integrated, one which has been receiving a lot of attention, of course, would be Berachain. And the good thing is for any user who's interested, they can simply look through our tutorials and content on our official blog. So blog.safepal.com. We do link in tutorials for the post about each new blockchain that we supported. And of course, the other one will be another interesting new blockchain, which is Chromia, which is leveraging modular networks. So we'll have our guest on to share a little bit more later as well. Next update for February, I think would interest a lot more of our banking gateway users and our debit card users. Basically would be that our SafePal banking gateway now supports Apple Pay. So for all our iPhone and Apple users, I think that will be something that's pretty interesting for them. Just take note that for our SafePal banking gateway, we're focusing now on just providing the digital debit MasterCard for our users because it provides much better rates than the digital Visa card. So for anyone who's noticed that, that's the reason why. Still offers the same amount of convenience and crypto-friendly living for existing users, of course, more importantly. And for anyone who's curious about whether the region you're living in is supported, just visit safepal.com/bank/regions for those who are curious to look at which countries are going to be supported. So the next update that we had for the month of February would be something that we've been doing with one of our partners, Social Value, which is a very interesting AI analytics platform. So for those who took up in our wallet for the Kodo offering, I think you might have been a lot more aware. It's basically a very interesting and new innovative asset class, which is index tokens, which track different classes such as maybe the top 7 market cap tokens, DeFi tokens, or even meme coin tokens. So proud to say that we are the first and only official block trade partner for SSI with Social Value. Basically for whales or people who want to make large purchases, you'll be able to swap for SSI tokens via SafePal swap at the lowest slippage and fees as well. Happy to say that at the time of that post, we only launched for a short period of time. We already reached $100 million plus in volume. So I think that's a lot of significant demand from users there, and always happy to know that the products that we're offering are enjoyed by our users. So for the next update, I think it is probably something that our SFP token holders will enjoy a lot more. So for those that aren't aware yet, besides being a decentralized wallet suite, for SafePal, we do have a decentralized utility token SFP that's on the BNB and ERC chain. As shared in our annual report, building a lot more utility in tokenomics has always been something that we've been focusing on for SafePal. So you'll be seeing a lot more of SF Plus, which is our staking hub, being released for reward pools with our partners. So we don't just believe, in price speculation for a token. We genuinely believe that our decentralized utility token SFP fuels the growth of our community as well. And of course, we also want to bind stakeholders closer together with the growth of the SafePal wallet suite as well. So aside from just users waiting for price appreciation for the SFP token, at the SF Plus staking hub is just one of the ways that we're looking to empower and authenticate long-term loyal users, because instead of just looking at price every day, for those who do genuinely have conviction in the SFP token, you can simply stake it via the mobile app, via the the SF Plus staking hub. You can check out the various reward pools in our official blog.safepal.com. You can follow the instructions there. Of course, the awesome thing about that is once you're staked in our SF Plus staking will grow, you have a loyalty score, which will allow you to earn points over time. So meaning even if you don't start out with a big amount of SFP staked at the start, over time that will continue to grow, and you might even be able to overcome the will to just stake for a very short time in terms of the kind of rewards and points they accrue. Yeah. For myself, I find that pretty rewarding, because I just take my SFP and leave it there, and I can just get rewarded from all the reward pools there. Yeah. So I think that sort of wraps up all the updates that we have nicely before we're just going into the guest section. And while we're waiting for our guests, just taking the time to give a brief shout out to our Give Now tool. Basically, this is the tool that we use to allow users to participate in AMA and get very exciting rewards for answering questions or just participating in AMA from a guest or throughout the section. So for anyone who hasn't joined, feel free to join the TG group by scanning the QR code or accessing the link here. It's part of our official channel, so you'll be able to get updates, or whenever we're having the AMA, you'll be able to participate to access the rewards. Yeah. Just 1 second. So we'll be waiting on our guests to join in first. And before that, just 1 second. Yep, just let me check in on our guests. Just bear with me, everyone. Just making sure our guests join in. Yep, just one moment, guys. There we go. Yep. Yep. So for our first guest for today would be Fintax. As I introduced earlier, they're very interesting accounting and also of course tax software that allows I think users a lot more access to compliance and dealing with regulation in their respective regions as well. Yeah, appreciate you taking time to join us today, William. So William is the president and CEO of Fintax. Um, yeah, thanks for adjusting to the new StreamYard link as well. Apologies for the technical hiccups earlier. Yeah, so I'll leave you some time to maybe share with us about your role at Fintax and of course more importantly a lot more about what Fintax does.
Yeah, sure. So, uh, let me check the connection. Is the my audio
Yeah, I
or
hear you loud and clear, and the camera is really
okay?
clear as
Yeah.
well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. So it's a great honor for me to be here for this session today. And um, I hello everyone. This is William, the president and also CEO of Fintax, and a big hello to every Safe Power community members. And Fintax is currently the leading company providing crypto tax solutions for both institutions and also individuals. And our goal is to make financial and tax management for crypto assets as simple as automated as possible. Uh, and we often so could you- hi CG, could you please kindly show the slides because I have 3 slides. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. So actually, we are providing software as a service to both institutions and the individuals. So um, uh, let me just start from the fintech suite, which is a, institutional level product, and uh, we provided this comprehensive platform for Web3 projects, blockchain projects, mining companies, centralized exchanges, and also decentralized exchanges. And uh, we built this product to integrate all the wallet management, data collection, and also the kind of like a asset tracking tool for all the players in this industry, and you can track all the entire crypto portfolio of your own. And with this fintech suite, you can get a kind of like real-time financial views, and this and also can generate a very super accurate reports, um, like your balance sheet and also P&L. And what's more, we also provide software to all the individuals, including all the potential, community members here today. And uh, crypto tax filing could be super complicated, and we created this platform for all the individuals to make it easy for um, for for the whole tax filing process, uh, to to satisfy your tax obligation quickly and accurately. You can file your crypto tax in just calculate and file your crypto tax in just 10 minutes. um, and in this product, you can also track your all your assets. It's kind of like all in one uh, a dashboard, asset dashboard for you to track your both centralized exchanges asset and also on-chain assets as well. And uh, as you know that it is impossible for uh, every single individual to calculate your crypto tax manually, especially in this, in this cycle, a lot of users trade meme coins, and may have more than 10,000 transactions in the past 1 year. So it's impossible for both a single user or even for a professional accountant. So our product can solve this pain point.
Yeah, I
So
think a lot of especially for a lot of the meme coin and shitcoin traders, I think they'll be very appreciative of that function. Things a problem that's unique to the industry, and I think a big headache for traditional accountants to deal with if a user goes to them with a portfolio of very diverse coins that all sound very weird and they have no way to calculate with constantly fluctuating prices. So I think that's where Fintax comes in to bring a lot of value.
yeah. Just one thing added. Just what's more, it's it's super. The only thing I can do is to figure out how many addresses I have. Actually, this is a big task for many users. Um, our product can help you to calculate the ultimate profit and loss for all your addresses as a whole. You don't need to you, you know even if I have to say, for me, sometimes I can figure out how much I earn or how much I lose in single address, but it's impossible for me to combine more than 100 addresses as a bundle, and then I need to figure out how what's the capital gains in this bundle. Um, so let's Fintax to solve these pain points for you
Yeah,
together with
exactly,
SafeCloud.
exactly.
Yeah, so next page. Um, um, actually, uh, it, I'm super thrilled to to have this community call with you guys, and it's really exciting thing that's we build this strong collaboration with SafePal. And if you're a SafePal user, and congratulations, you can access an exclusive 10% discount on crypto tax filing tour of Fintax. Actually, our price, uh, our tiered price model um, are very affordable compared to any other options in the market. Actually, we are the best in the market, but we are also our product is super affordable, and it's tiered by uh, the how many transactions you made in the past 1 year. And um, upon this super affordable price, you will get extra 10% account, and thanks to you know SafeBell support. Um, and I hope you can try our product from the SafeBell channel. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
uh,
I always appreciate collaborating with partners looking to bring value for users in the space as well. So for users who are curious, the official account has just posted a tweet reply under the live stream right now. I think that links to a tutorial on how to use Fintax um, via our help center. So that's for anyone who's curious. And of course, for anyone who wants to take part in the promotion that we're having as well.
yeah, so I think there are a lot of similarities between the SafeBand and Fintax, because I think first of all, I want to mention that we provide super accurate data and calculation, because we provide um, uh, institutional level software and service, which means we have to be like a super accurate and as professional as a big four accounting firm like Deloitte or PwC. So SafePal also their SafePal's technology and products matrix can provide both to can be provided to super reliable software to both institutions and also individuals. Um, so that's, I think, Fintax could be another reliable component in your crypto journey. So hope
Yeah, for sure.
our
I
product
think
can help you.
especially for like big four providers, like you mentioned, PwC, Deloitte, and such. There's definitely a lot of credibility, and reliability as required in the product offerings. Um, yeah, so really, really excited, to see what kind of value and convenience that Fintex will be bringing to users.
Yeah, and currently we support 7 jurisdictions, including United States, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And next year, sorry, later this year we are going to expand our coverage to around like 15 to 20 jurisdictions this year. But currently we support 7 jurisdictions. Yeah.
That's
So
awesome. So for users who are outside of these jurisdictions and probably want to stay updated on, when fintechs increases the coverage for different regions, where should users go to for these updates?
search for the latest updates where they can
Yes,
see all.
that's
Yeah. So first of all, you can always find the latest updates on our Twitter official Twitter account. And this is the top one channel you could choose. And we also have a Telegram channel, and hope you can be our Telegram channel subscriber as well. So hopefully we can meet each other in our Telegram. So yeah.
awesome. Awesome. That
So
sounds good. So basically for
always keep you posted.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. So for any user or basically who's not inside the supported regions yet, as shared, Fintech is always looking to increase their coverage and support for different regions. So make sure you stay tuned to their official channels as well, be it their official Twitter or Telegram group. Of course, just beware and stay safe from impersonators. So always check that it's the official group that you're in, of course, and never share any of your private details or things like a seed phrase that's sensitive. Yeah. Yeah, I think you've covered most of the important things that I guess people from the Safe Path Fintech community would like to know. So before you basically all of our guest AMA will end off with a test question or quiz question where people can participate, and receive rewards. So before we go into that, is there any other updates or interesting things you want to share on the roadmap for um, listeners as well before we sort of wrap up the segment?
Yeah. So um, it's really cool to that actually the most important milestone for us um, at current stage is to have a wallet partner like SafeFile uh, as our a strong strong business partner. But in the near future, we are going to have further more exciting things. So first of all, we are the first one to provide a crypto tax AI solution. Um, and currently, we've already have an AI agent on our official website. It's a beta version for for testing, but actually you can ask anything about this about crypto tax to this AI agent. It's this agent can answer your questions, can providing consulting service, personal consulting service, and also to calculate your tax. And I think there's a lot of uh, potential chemistry between AI plus wallet and also AI plus middlewares and AI plus um, a dashboard or kind of like a tax tour like us. And so there gonna be a strong chemistry between that's AI is the link to connect all the apps, or to connect all the to make the synergies happen. So let's say if there's an AI agent can manage your asset, can track your asset, can manage your asset, and do the tax filing, and this agent is something that's built on both a super solid wallet as a service provider like SafePal, and also tax software service provider like Fintax. So I'm going to I personally look forward to the potential chemistry between uh, SafePal, uh, actually among the SafePal Fintax, and also this new uh, AI technology. So, and
Yeah,
this year we're
sounds
going to move
really
super fast.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to the continued growth and improvements as well. So without further ado, I think let's move on to the question and reward section. So for listeners right now, basically the question I think that William did cover already, and we talked about briefly, is how many compliant regions does Fintax uh, support at the moment? So you can start sending in your replies right now in the SafePal community group. Yeah, and I'm gonna send in the reward from our Give Now channel as well. Pretty close, Ankit. So for anyone who's curious, the region supported is five. Oh, sorry, seven. There we go. Current regions
Yeah,
are
it's
US,
7.
Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, Hong Kong, and Singapore. And of course, more importantly, for those who are looking to have access to this, if they are in other regions, stay updated through the Fintax official channels, as previously mentioned. So I think that wraps up the segment with Fintax for today, and really appreciate you taking the time to join us and share a lot more, William. We're excited to be working together as well, and looking forward to a lot more updates.
Yeah, just one last sentence. So stay tuned for more user benefits and rewards on our official Twitter account, including maybe a SafePal hardware wallets. And so I'm looking forward to meet you guys in our Telegram channel, and please follow our upcoming post, and we'll share more exciting details.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks again for joining us today, William, and looking forward to having a lot more collaborations and partnerships with Fintax as well. Yeah,
Thank you, CJ. Thank you,
yeah.
everyone.
Thanks, William. Yeah. So for our next guest, yeah, basically we'll be having on Yu Jian, who will be representing Chromia. Just one second, let me get him on. Yeah. So thanks for taking the time to join us, Yuzia. Really appreciate that. Yuzia is basically joining us all the way from East Denver after a really long and busy flight. Yeah, so really appreciate the hustle there, and of course, that kind of passion to be able to join and share with us. So Chromia is basically one of the newer partners and blockchains that we've recently integrated. I think they have a pretty interesting approach um, to the industry because they are taking a modular approach. I'll leave the stage for you to share a little bit more about his role and more importantly, a little bit more about Chromia and what they are bringing to the space. Yeah.
Hi everyone. Hi CJ. Thanks for having me on this. We just announced recently in collaboration with SafePal that you guys are the first multi-chain wallet to support us. So I just joined the team earlier last year, but the project Chromia has been around since 2019. The token is almost fully diluted and it is listed on most exchanges. So Chromia is actually a layer one blockchain data-centric platform that integrates the strengths of both a relational database and blockchain technology. So we are quite different from most of the L1s that most of the audience here will be familiar with. We are not a fork of any existing blockchains out there. We're actually not EVM compatible, and that's actually one of our unique selling point and strengths. We actually have our own programming language as well, called RHEL. So a bit more on our on-chain relational database. So we are able to allow any project store their blockchain data and enable structured data management. So any users can also index their data and query it all natively on Chromia. On to the next slide. So who uses a relational database and relational architecture? And you might be wondering, like, how does it actually work? So a lot of the Web2 applications like Facebook, Spotify, Reddit are all using relational database. And this is why we are quite confident that we are able to convince more Web3 applications to have their applications to be built on Chromia natively. And this is what we have been focusing on. So the mainnet actually went live last year, July. But what we are focusing on right now, they're on two prongs. Firstly, it will be on DeFi protocols, where we do expect more DeFi protocols to be live by end of next month or early April. So we are super thankful to SafePal to support our mainnet and token standard. So this will allow any Web3 users to use DeFi apps on that's native to Chromia seamlessly on via SafePal. So one of our key focus is actually on data and AI, which is the next part that I'll be sharing. So recently we launched Eval Engine. So it's actually a decentralized framework to evaluate AI agents. It's actually also built on Chromia. So any users who are, for example, trying to evaluate AI agents and their tweets, etc., you're able to use Eval Engine to kind of see how credible or how good the AI agent is with a performance score. And all of these are being recorded on Chromia for proof. Next up, we just announced quite recently that there'll be an upgrade to Chromia blockchain platform coming soon, which will be end of March. It's called Mimir upgrade. So one key component of this is actually a vector database. We believe that we are the first and only layer 1 blockchain platform that will be introducing a vectorized database. So this will allow any AI agents to seamlessly build on-chain on us. We think that this will be pretty big. With the rise of like AI agents and AI applications like ChatGPT, it's quite apparent that vector database can enhance LLM's capabilities. So
Yeah, I
why
think
this is
the growth for AI agents has been really surging recently. So I think this is a really interesting I think a factor and feature that a lot of builders and users will appreciate.
Yeah. So after this is live, we are going to try to push more AI agents to store more of their data on chain on us, and with a vectorized database, this will allow them to have more components of their AI agents to be live on Chromia, and this is what we are really focusing on, and we think that we have a pretty unique tech stack as compared to other L1s out there. Yep. And this will be
Awesome.
live end of next month. So, yep, previously I mentioned that we just announced that SafePal have supported our mainnet and token standard. So, special shout out to Veronica and also Dada for supporting us. I actually started using SafePal personally in 2021 because I was mostly using
Oh, thank you
Ledger.
for the support.
Yeah, I was mostly using Ledger since like 2017, but I was traveling quite a bit. So I think that was why I made a switch to SafePal because it's just easier to travel with the hardware wallet. So actually, most of my NFTs are in separate hardware wallet, and then naturally, I just started to use DeFi applications using SafePal as my hot wallet. So
Yeah,
this is
one thing I find really interesting as well that it is that Chromia isn't EVM compatible and has their own programming language. Was there any like a reason for this approach?
Yeah, so as mentioned earlier, like we have our own programming language called RHEL. So it's actually like kind of similar to SQL. It's kind of an expansion of it with smart contract capabilities. And one of the key unique selling point is that it allows devs to like deploy a dApp using fewer lines of code. So more data is able to be like stored on chain on Chromia. We don't have to use like an indexer like the graph, for example, and everything can be on Chromia, which is quite different from Ethereum, for example, because Ethereum employs like a key value database for actual data storage. So it might offer an ease of use and simplicity and productivity, but it's not the best options for apps and developers out there because there are a lot of like complex queries or strong consistency and sophisticated data relationships that they might need to have. So I think Chromia is like a better option for them. Like even back to like our collaboration with SafePal, I think I tried to pursue this last year September or October, and it took like a long time for us to be able to get supported, not just with Chromia but other centralized exchanges as well, because we are uniquely different from other EVM blockchain platforms. We are not EVM compatible. If we are, I think it can happen like in a few days. So yeah, really appreciative to the SafePal team. And as I
Likewise
mentioned,
as well. And I think it all boils down to part of our mission as well, because we're always looking to empower our users to explore much more ecosystems or different ecosystems, especially those that aren't EVM compatible. If you've been using SafePal since 2002, I think one convenient feature or probably one important benefit you probably have found is that of course, being a builder on Chromia, you'll probably be using that network a lot. But whenever you want to access EVM networks, it's a lot more convenient to access it from our wallet suite, right? And have that safe house swap that you're able to just swap and bridge assets across. Of course, from our recent integration with Chromia, just a reminder as well for anyone who's curious about how to access it, we have the blog content, our official blog.safehouse.com, the tutorials on how to manage or self-custody your assets on the Chromia network are all shared there. I also noticed that you meant part of the slide here as well mentions that DeFi protocols native to Chromia will go live pretty soon. I'm not sure if it's part of your job within your scope to share, or if you're allowed to share. Would there be any users to look for or explore where that happens, or that you're personally very excited about?
Yeah, so what I expect to go live first will be the AMM Spot Dex color pool. So it's built by the same team who used to build like a pretty popular play-to-earn game called Crobata on EVEX. So it's the same founders.
It was a really popular game. I think it crashed the network for a while as well.
Yeah, because I think they are definitely the most popular game on AVEX. So I was pitching to the team to explore Chromia, and they are going to deploy on us soon. The application is actually already ready, but they are still going through audits, and it usually takes quite a while, and especially so that Chromia isn't EVM compatible. So there's only like a handful of like third-party audit companies that are comfortable auditing us and our programming language. So it's taking a while. And appreciative to our community who is patient with us as well. But yeah, a retail usable mainnet is coming soon, and they can all use these applications all through SafePal.
That's really encouraging, Yeah, because AMM DEXs I think are a really important backbone for anyone who's looking to explore DeFi. Yeah, so I think we've run through quite a bit about Chromia, and some of the things that users can look forward to. So before maybe we move on to the Q&A section, are there any other future developments and updates on the roadmap you'd probably like to share with listeners or members from the Chromia SafePal community over here?
Yeah. So the company actually still spends quite a bit of effort like incubating and helping support gaming projects. So this is hasn't changed. So my neighbor Alice, they will also migrate to native Chromia pretty soon. And another gaming blockchain game called Minds of Talania that's been rebranded to DA Open Network. So they are also on Chromia right now. So these two are our main flagship games. But where we do see the next phase of growth is definitely a bit more on working with data-centric and AI agents, for example. So we do believe that having a vectorized database will allow us to like stand us apart from other blockchain platforms or DePIN related networks out there. And this is where we see a stronger use case for CHR. And then with regards to the community side, then we will have like DeFi protocols pretty early, hopefully by early Q2. So yeah, pretty excited.
Yeah. I find it pretty interesting, also encouraging, because firstly I'm a gamer myself, so it's always encouraging to see networks that focus on gaming. Any particular or interesting reason that or is it more of a technical aspect that sort of pushes Chromia to also focus on gaming as one of the key verticals as well?
Yeah, so this is one of the main strategy that the company was focusing on before I joined. But to be really honest, I think being a very competitive gaming blockchain out there, it's pretty tough. You have a lot more established gaming focused blockchain platforms like Ronin, maybe IMX, and even some of the agnostic ones like Mental has a pretty good gaming team. So I think for us, like what we are really confident with is our unique tech. It's not just a layer one blockchain platform, there's a fork or copycat, right? Like we have a on-chain relational database, and now we are going to have a vectorized database. So what we are looking for is not for like not entirely at this stage for AI agents to deploy a token on Chromia, because we still have a lot more work to do to make sure that all of these centralized exchanges support our token standard mainnet. But what we are really looking for is for AI agents to store a lot more data on chain on Chromia through either a relational or vectorized database, and all of these are actually storage fees or hosting fees, so they have to own CHR and pay for it for hosting fees, and that's one of our biggest token utility and token sinks. And this is what we are really focused on, and we think that will allow us to grow further and compete better as compared to other blockchain platforms out there. So yeah.
That's a really, I think it's always great to hear teams that have a very honest and grounded approach, as opposed to teams that just are blindly optimistic or always just trying to shield the positive aspects. So I like that your team has a very structural and step-by-step process of the onboarding different projects and getting the network a lot more usable as well. So I think we've covered all the essential aspects for Chromia right now, and let's move on to the Q&A section as well. I think something that listeners have been. So basically, the question provided by Chromia is when will Chromia's Mimir upgrade, which integrate vectors, go live? So post your answers you can post the answers in our SafePal community chat. I'll be getting ready to post out the Give Now rewards right now. And of course, a big thanks to our guests, Fintax and Chromia as well for providing the gifts. Just one moment more.
The answer is pretty simple. I shared earlier, and it's also on our Twitter as well for Chromia.
Yeah. Just one moment. Let me load up the board. So basically for those that aren't aware yet, you can join our official channel. Just 1 second, let me see if I can find the slide just for anyone who's looking to join the Give Now. So I'll be sending out the gift right now. So there we go. So fastest finger first. Hope people. And thanks for your comment as well, Ankit. We'll be taking note of that. I think our partnerships data will be looking into collaborations with Chromia, and of course, appreciate your support and just continue participating in our gift box campaigns for other ecosystems as well. I think it would be late March, early April would be the accurate answer, and or shared on the Chromia official channels would be 24th March. So I think users for Chromia can look forward to that. So I think that wraps up the AMA for today. So appreciate everyone for joining us for monthly updates, and of course, more importantly, our guest updates with Fintax and Chromia for this month. And a big thank you again, Yujie, for taking the time to join us. I know you're probably really exhausted from the long flight and looking forward to having a rest. So of course, I hope your trip to East Denver this time will be really fruitful, and you get a lot more alpha this time as well.
It's 7 a.m. here, so I'm going to take a short nap.
appreciate the hustle. I think it's really not exaggeration for your side when they say crypto never sleeps. Yeah, so I won't stop you for getting your rest, and hope the rest of your ETH trip will be really exciting as well. And of course, look forward to a lot more exciting collaborations with Chromia and the improvements as well for the ecosystem and the network when the upgrade goes live.
Yeah, thanks a lot, CJ and the SafeBell team for having me. And yeah, thanks to the SafeBell community as well for tuning in.
Yeah, thanks, Yujie, and thanks everyone for tuning in. Have a great night and day, and stay safe.